Hey everyone, welcome back into Mountain Dog Companion. Jay Miller here, hanging out with a litter of F1 Bernedoodles, and today we're going to talk about 5 reasons you should get a mini Bernedoodle from Mountain Dog Companion. Okay guys, first off we're going to talk about health testing with our parents. Second, we're talking about the color and different varieties that we might have. Third, we're going to talk about our puppy pre-training, which has to do with early neurological stimulation and different things that we'll get into. Fourth, we have why you can trust us and why we feel like you should be able to trust us. And fifth, we're going to talk about a very special thing that this litter has. Stay tuned towards the end of the video. I feel like we're probably one of the only breeders that kind of has this availability, and it has to do with this litter, so stay tuned and we'll get to that last. Alright guys, talking about health testing and kind of what we do as MDC, kind of what we put into the breeding side of it. Before these puppies are even born, we do genetic testing, we do OFA testing, and we want to make sure that the puppies, their health is kind of at the top of the list. So we want to make sure we're producing a very healthy Bernedoodle that won't have any problems later on in life, that we can kind of avoid first off. So I know, like especially for the Bernese mountain dogs, they don't have the longest lifespan, so we definitely want to test for their traits with degenerative myelopathy and von Willebrand's disease, and there's multiple different things. And then the OFA testing, which is the Orthopedic Foundation for Animals, which they do x-rays and get a good feel for each dog's bone structure individually to make sure there's no deterioration or any issues regarding the bone structure of the parent, since that can be generational and it can be passed down, so we definitely want to test for that. The poodles, we of course do genetic testing and OFA testing as well. We want to make sure that they're as healthy as possible. Being parents of these babies, we just want to make sure that it's not something that we're missing out on with that. So moving on to category number 2, talking about coloration and variety. These guys are F1s. They have the traditional tricolor look, which is very similar to the Bernese mountain dog, but then you also get into like your different color combinations with your poodles and F1Bs. So you'll get into like your chocolate. We actually just recently had a chocolate harlequin and tan merle girl, which is super rare still at this point. I had tons of people asking questions about her, and you'll see, like, you might see a litter of F1Bs, and you might see 2 chocolates, you might see 1 tricolor, black, white, and tan, and then you might see, 1 black and white, and you might even see 1 that's completely white with maybe a little bit of chocolate or a little bit of black. So you can really go in any direction when you're looking at color combinations and varieties. So most times what we like to do is kind of have different generations and different varieties coming up, and we time our litters for different time frames to make sure that there's always at least some kind of, at least covering each base at some point throughout maybe a span of 4 months, so we can definitely help everyone out finding the right combination for what you're looking for. Okay guys, reason number 3, talking about the puppy pre-training and what we put into the training before these puppies are going home. So first off, we start at day 3 and start with ESI training, which is early scent introduction. So each day these puppies go through a process where they'll smell a specific scent, and each day the scent changes, and it just opens their mind and stimulates their mind for later on in life. They'll definitely do better with, like, whether it's service dog training. They'll be able to pick out different scents and different things. Like if someone's allergic to something, they'll be able to point that out. And it also just helps opening up the mind, the mental side of things. As a puppy, it just stimulates that mind and opens it up. And it just really helps with early development. We also do early neurological stimulation, which seems to have a very good socialization effect on the puppies at an early age. It's normally a 2-week process, and most times it's like, well, I can pretty much show you here. So first off, You basically hold the puppy upright for 30 seconds. This is done early on, so these guys are already way past that point. So you hold the puppy upright for about 30 seconds. You'll drop it down for about 30 seconds. And then you normally have a wet, damp, like a damp cloth that's cold, and you'll have the puppy stand on each, or have each paw on that cloth to kind of stimulate those senses in the paws. At a very early age, most times Bernedoodles have, or most puppies have only 2 scents to rely on. So you have your touch, and then you also have your smell. So we're focusing on both of those because they can't really see yet and they can't hear yet. Their ear canals are completely shut until about 17-18 days. So it's definitely something we want to focus in on. And then we also start potty training at an early age. We get on with potty pads and have some toy introductions. We have toys that right here, we have one that they'll step on it, it'll make a noise. They really get used to having different interactive toys, and they're introduced at different ages, so they'll definitely get used to having that around, and it just opens up their mind to different things. Okay guys, moving on to reason number 4. Why can you trust us? So here at Mountain Dog Companion, I feel like a lot of things we do are heavily focused on social media. We have Instagram, we have YouTube, we even have Facebook, TikTok. We're all over the place, and I feel like that opens up different places for people to see and follow along with each litter, whether it's your puppy or whether you're looking to maybe get into some information regarding a specific litter. You can typically find it either on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook or TikTok. So we do have various different spots where you can find different portals of information with each litter, and then we of course have our website set up where you can have all sorts of content or all sorts of information regarding the parents' health testing and all the paperwork, all the documentation with each adult, which makes it super important and super easy to find which combination matches with your interest. Another reason you can trust us here, we do have all sorts of reviews. You can hop on the Google page on our Google profile, and you can check out the reviews page. We have, I believe, around 65 to 70 reviews right now, and they've been great. You can read through everything people have added, pictures and pictures and all sorts of comments on the process and how everything went. And I do feel like that's a very reliable source because it's not something we can control personally. So when someone places a review, we can't do anything about it but reply to it or like it. So it's definitely a reliable resource. If you're looking for a reliable person to get a puppy from, make sure to always check out the Google business page and see if there's any reviews. If not, or if you see, you'll probably see either the truth or no reviews. So you'll definitely be able to see that here with Mountain Dog Companion. Okay guys, last but not least, category number 5, or reason number 5, why to get a puppy from Mountain Dog Companion, specifically a Bernedoodle. So we're going to talk about Firestone and the intensity gene. So these puppies are Firestone puppies. They would be first generation mini Bernedoodles. And what makes Firestone and these puppies super special is their tan points. So you have intensity. Intensity is a gene that basically brings out specific colorations. There's 3 different types of intensity. There's low, medium, and high. Low kind of creates a cream color. It's like a lighter tan point, just giving a little bit of a lighter look. And then medium, I mean, you'll still have a nice rust look. It's not, it's not optimal. And then your high really throws out some deep, dark mahogany tan points that'll stay around. They won't fade out at all. And she's almost fallen asleep here, so I'll put her down. But basically, with these tan points, like we've had comments where people reach out and they're like, "Are you guys editing these pictures because those tan points?" And this is like pictures around like when they're a week old, and they're like, those tan points are literally just. They're so vibrant, they'll pop off in those photos, and it's like, it's not like we're editing them, it's those tan points that are really just popping from that intensity. So I feel like it's something that not a lot of people have. I know Firestone's DNA is very highly sought after, and it's something that people are definitely looking for, and not a lot of people have. So I'm proud to say that Firestone's here and having puppies with us, and I'm super excited to see the litters that he'll have. And these guys are super special. It's just a phenomenal litter, and you can definitely see the difference in tan points. Like, you'll see that deep mahogany and just rust. Okay guys, thanks for tuning in today, talking about 5 reasons why to get a mini Bernedoodle from Mountain Dog Companion. First, we talked about health testing, we talked about color and variety, we talked about puppy pre-training and why we're someone we can trust, or you can trust. And then we also talked about the intensity gene with these puppies and Firestone's DNA. If you guys have any questions for me or want some more information, check out the link in the bio. We'll have our Instagram page. YouTube is here, obviously. We have our mountaindogcompanion.com, which is our website. You can check us out on Instagram. So feel free to check out all these different portals where you can find all this information. And of course, I'm Jay Miller. You can always call or text me at 330-234-0102. Thanks for tuning in today, guys, and we'll see you guys next time.